You have been taught to want power. You have not been taught what to do with it. Nobody has. Every system designed to prepare you for success, the education, the mentorship, the career ladder, the books on leadership and influence, all of them teach you how to get there. The room at the top, the title, the authority, the leverage. Nobody teaches you what happens to you when you arrive. And arriving breaks more people than not arriving ever did. I have watched this happen, not in theory, in boardrooms, in the moments after someone finally gets what they spent years positioning for. And the ones who break are almost never the ones you expected. They are not the obviously corrupt. They are not the ones who seem dangerous. They're the ones who were never taught to carry what they built. Power has a weight, and most people discover the weight only after they are already holding it. The weight is this: when the constraints fall away, you are left with yourself. Only yourself, not the managed version, not the version performing for the room, the actual version. The one that exists when no one is watching and nothing is stopping you. Most people have never met that version. They have been in performance their entire lives. Performing competence, performing stability, performing the kind of person who deserves the power they are pursuing. And then the power arrives. The performance is no longer required. The role has been won. The audience has dispersed. And for the first time in years, they are alone with what they actually are. Some people expand in that moment. They fill the space cleanly. They become what the role demanded because they had done the internal work long before they were required to. But most people do something else. They flinch, or they overreach, or they go very quiet and start making decisions from the part of themselves they have never once examined. The fear that power didn't remove, the hunger that power didn't satisfy, the wound that power was always meant to heal but never could. The people who collapse under power are not collapsed by the power. They are collapsed by the version of themselves the power exposes. Power doesn't create those things. It just removes what was keeping them quiet. Holding power without that internal architecture is like holding a flame with no understanding of what burns. You will protect the flame. You will fear losing it. You will make decisions based on keeping it rather than using it for anything that matters. The flame will do the thinking, and you will do the protecting. And the thing you are actually supposed to build will remain unbuilt. This is what nobody warns you about. Power does not hand you clarity. It hands you options. What you do with those options comes entirely from the internal work you either have or haven't done. The people who hold power cleanly, who use it without becoming consumed by it, who lead without losing themselves in the process, who can be trusted with the room and the authority and the decisions that affect other people's lives. They are not more talented. They are not more intelligent. They are not even more ethical by nature. They did the work before they needed to, in the quiet, in the practice, in the years of asking themselves the questions that are inconvenient to ask. Who am I when the cage is gone? What will I take if I can? What do I actually believe about people, about authority, about what I deserve? And sitting with those answers long enough to decide what to do with them. That is the preparation nobody talks about, because it cannot be taught in a course. It cannot be extracted from a framework. It happens in the mirror, in the specific discomfort of standing in front of the real version of yourself and choosing clearly what you will become before life forces the question. Power is not the destination. Power is the test, and the people who pass it are not the ones who were born ready. They are the ones who chose to be ready before they were tested. The kind of power nobody teaches you how to hold is the kind that requires you to already know yourself before it finds you. Not perfectly, not without fear. but honestly enough that when the room empties and the performance is over, what is standing there is someone you have already met, someone you have already decided to trust with this. This is Gospel of Shadows. We go where the question actually lands. Subscribe. Come back next week. We are only just getting started, and the test has already begun.